Right, from the top.
What do I have to do? I'm not going to let this be a thing.
Could you say a quick something, please, Jay?
I love you.
We meet Jay at a turning point in his life. It's during a sequence of events that lead him on a journey. He's contending with the choices he's made in his life and the priorities he's set for himself.
After the PA, Jay goes off camera.
And these include his relationships with his family and his friendships.
You know, and that'll be that. That'll be the last line of First Voice.
And we'll never know. I'll turn off the lights, and that will be that.
Yeah.
He is doing a play. He's just finished up.
Right, camera's coming in number one.
We had fun at Charlotte's 50th birthday.
Hey, how are you?
Hannah,
Adam, nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
I'm just going to chuck this on you, if that's all right.
Let's do it. Throw it in there.
Did that timing, was that too late, the time we just did in that
I didn't
rehearsal?
see the timing you did in that rehearsal.
Okay.
But it was perfect. But
Watch this. Watch what I'm about to do.
It's gonna be so good.
Mind blown.
we're going to do it in one shot. And Emily, who's over there. And then, anyway, we'll place everybody and we'll just start. And it'll be slow and feel like nothing for a long time. And then suddenly, hopefully, feel like something.
Can I just say one thing, too?
Yeah.
I signed on. I am going to do the movie.
Yay!
Now I'm not going to do that.
Slight bit late. So what do you...
Emily and I were working together. We would say, oh, I read this yesterday, or, you know, what about this quote?
Okay, and then a little darker on the thing.
On the light.
That's good.
Everything you read, you watch, all seem to have some relevance to what you're working on.
And foreground smoke.
It's a hell of a responsibility to be yourself. It's much easier to be somebody else or nobody at all.
The Sylvia Plath quote says something that would inform the rest of the movie. It was written on glass, so when the smoke came up, the smoke revealed what was on the glass, so it looked like it was revealing it out of thin air. And then we would rack focus to our first voice who says,
We're coming to the end.
The end of what?
The end of the movie, the end of the shoot.
There's always the next one.
I started getting dry eyeballs from nowhere. Like there was grit or something constantly in them. And there was
we filmed this whole sequence in one shot. It was about 9 pages in the script, from the Sylvia Plath quote all the way through Jay's scene at the lamppost.
What do I need to do?
Could you say a little something, please, Jay?
I love you.
A little bit more, please?
And after weeks of rehearsal, we got it to just under 5 minutes.
Jay, you're the best.
There must be somebody better.
This is the opening shot of the whole movie. The whole thing is choreographed. There's a lot of action, a lot of people crossing, props and things. So the timing has to be absolutely perfect.
Now your anxiety's at a 10. But, of course, you feel like quitting.
I felt like we were in some other era when people worked together making films. And I've never had that experience before.
Jay, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but Hildy wants to see you in blood your coat.
Okay, let's just cut it here for now.
Okay, let's just hold it there now.
If we come in closer and then here, and then she comes in there, that we kind of come back a bit.
Just keep moving.
Yeah, and then,
I think we should just keep moving, and then it's all gonna
yeah,
line up.
yeah.
And then
But what you're going to do is you're going to exit frame here. So when you walk here, because what you're doing is bringing us to the tent.
got it.
So when you do that, you can then kind of make your way off.
Walk around the
Then I'll wait for my cue to go all
And
the
then
way.
you wait, yeah, then you go through.
You never told me any of this. Either of you.
Well, we're discovering.
Yeah, I'm at. Capture that
Much
moment.
about
please.
us rehearsing is you rehearsing. We're all rehearsing.
Yes, I know.
All right, should we try it again?
Another round.
Coming, yeah. The end of the movie.
I started getting dry eyeballs from nowhere. Like there was grit or something constantly in them. And there was an the one who does the lenses.
Hey, sorry, Skip needs to do a check.
What we've made is a perspective set out of 2D pieces. It's quite disorientating from the back.
He's at a 10.
So when you move around the set, it sort of comes into clarity for like a split second.
Because I'm your dad.
Your hair feels great. If you're using that conditioner,
No,
it's really
man.
aesthetic.
This is the worst part, the anticipation.
Check your pant leg.
But I'll be standing
I'm
next
so
to you
sorry to
on the
interrupt,
court.
but Haley would like to see you in the bloodier coat.
Okay.
Did you have the peppers or the ravioli? I should have had the ravioli.
Just to have my shake.
Didn't want to be young.
Tried liver and way.
Find a place to hide, people.
The dog. Can we do it with the dog?
Jay wants the dog. Can we bring the dog, Frankie?
That dog makes more money than any of us.
Can we see a light drizzle? That's a drizzle. It's more like a deluge.
That whole section is quite good. The one we spent the most time on most recently. So, each time we do it, it gets faster, which is a good sign. What we don't want it to feel rushed, but I want you to keep your mind on the rhythm. The overlaps are great, so always don't wait for cues. Just come right in when you feel it's time for you to come in. But as the shot continues and we get closer to the movie's shot, the movie within the movie shot, there should be a sort of sense of urgency and so even kind of like a layer of energy that starts to shift, which is the same urgency that you hear in my voice right now.
The idea on this set was to sort of have an analogy of Jay's life, so that the set is made up out of pieces that sort of celebrates the whole life of a film, which is the camera department, the makeup department. So in this, you see a little bit of the craziness that surrounds a movie star, and it's not until you move around the set, the whole set comes into shape.
It's a celebration of filmmaking and creativity, but it's also about identity. It's a representation of an internal struggle. It's a ship in a bottle, really, of what the whole movie is going to be about.
What are you thinking? We know we got a couple good ones. But if you're happy.
Very happy.
Okay.
You have an idea?
I thought I had an idea, but you're happy?
I'm ecstatic, but of course, you can have one more.
You feel good.
They really do. I liked a couple of the early ones, too.
Cool.
You good?
Good.
And that is a picture lab on Jay Kelly. And wrap on 8 men from now.
Thank you so much. It's been great. You've all been great. All right. Thanks.
$4.59. Okay.
Sleeping in the cop car. Yeah.
Jay, you know how good you is.
All right.
Mommy.
Nice. Good day. Really, really good day, darling.
Look at this.
Yes, all right.
Take it like that.
Mark Tildesley's work in this movie is so remarkable. Jay's house, the inside of his house, is a set.
The interior of Jay's home makes it feel so perfectly like Los Angeles, but is actually built in the UK. Not attention seeking, but all perfect sets for the character and the place and the story that Noah is telling.
In so many cases, he was marrying real locations with these sets, you know, so because we had the exterior of Jay's house, which was on location in Los Angeles.
We ended up going to Jack Nicholson's old ranch house, the swimming pool in the back. That would be at the real house. This is now a mixture of mid-century Neutra design combined with Jack Nicholson's house.
So here we go. Now look at this. Now, can you believe this is a pretend house, not a real house?
Oh, no.
Look at this.
Yes.
Isn't this amazing?
Yeah. And is that like the outdoors?
The staircase and the layout of the house is very much designed around Noah's initial thoughts of doing lots of
shots that are like one movement.
It's really a choreography. The circular staircase was allowing this choreography to be maybe more fluid.
He's not 25 anymore.
He's not 55 anymore.
Okay, now the studio's calling.
You done? Everybody done? No one's in breach. Jay's doing the movie.
It's not what he's saying.
Well, now I'm here.
Oh, it's beautiful. This is real breath.
These are pretend stone.
We have different kind of photos and paintings that are related to the character and to his life.
Oh, it's the Richard Burton diaries. I've been looking for those Richard Burton diaries. They were out of print. I had the store try to order it, and they said it was out of print, but look at this. There it is. Maybe we'll just borrow some of these.
Hey, Noah. Kick some ass, I heard.
I kick some ass.
Go back to Ireland. Yeah! Going tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? That's 2 seconds at the moment.
You see it again?
Yeah, going back, stay, and going tonight.
You could try, Laura, maybe here.
Noah has a great process of letting actors take swings and try things out.
See, you know, and if you're sitting maybe...
And then he trusts you're going to bring something that lifts that up.
Okay, so you'll start on...
They're waiting for you. Thank God. What happened yesterday?
Nothing.
Nothing. We went to Peters Memorial. You want me to keep going?
No, all right.
The sun is like 5'6" on the backdrop.
You took it down all the way. Keep going? Yeah, there you go.
The interesting thing with George is the stuff that he is bringing that is not what you read on the page.
In the rehearsals, there was like a twirl with Barbara. So what if we did, if you came from here?
And that tells volumes about the character.
You think I do too many movies?
Barbara, do you think I do too many movies?
You do work a lot.
Barbara tells me the truth. You think I do too many movies?
I think you do just the right amount of movies.
You think I do too many movies?
You do work a lot.
See? Barbara tells me the truth.
You're drawn to them, George Clooney and Adam Sandler, not just because of the character they're playing, but because of a sense of feeling like you know them and want to go on the journey with them, wanting to know them better.
Where are we going?
Meg, where are we going?
France.
France.
France?
Yeah, we'll cut.
Cutting.
To come here to Adam.
Hey, wait a minute. I did it great on that last one.
You did it good. That's why B.I. do it good.
That's why they decided to put the camera on you.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the others, they just spun it up to the ceiling.
Yeah. You hear the film roll out.
Good. All right, we'll reset.
That's a pain in the butt. Every take.
Every take.
But very good. Perfectly folded. Thank you. I think this was a little more like that. That's right. There you are. One, two, three.
When we meet Jay, he's in sort of his bubble world. I mean, he's on a movie set, he's in his home.
Oh, I don't know which one it was in now.
And then slowly he gets sort of out into the world. And then he's in Shay J, which is like his first sort of venture. He wants to reconnect and go out with people. And then unfortunately, he kind of gets bitten.
This is right. I was a glorified extra. I have one line. If people knew the things I know about Jake. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't stand you. You kind of stole my life.
I didn't steal anything from you.
Really, you stole my job.
I got Peter to cast you. I was a glorified extra. I had one line.
I gotta go. If people knew the things I know
I gotta
about
get up
Jay
early in the
Kelly,
morning. I'll get the bill.
I got it.
Friends going to Arrow first thing in the morning.
There they are.
No, I wasn't with you.
Auntie's in you for those.
Maybe Adam just step out for a second.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now, you can tell the truth. He was the way you said it. He was never even in the shot, let's face it. He just thinks he is.
You're right. I'm sorry. The tone was uncalled for.
You can step out, Adam.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it could be fun if they're moving. Yeah, but we could also put you, if it's easier just to keep you stationary, we could just sort of like.
We're on the road to Paris. We're going to Paris by plane. Sing it right.
An adventure to the place where I don't know the words.
Come on, right.
You know, we're gonna roll up soon.
Get ready.
All right,
Well, would you
stand
do
by
it as well?
and rehearsing. 3, 2, 1, action.
So he does phones in action for Charlie.
I'm so excited.
Just walk
I'm
straight
so
through. Walk
excited.
straight through. Keep going.
The private jet was tricky too because we've done it on a dolly that had to be on the floor in the private jet. So we had to build some narrow rails for the track. So it was just very tricky to get the shot the way we wanted to.
The private plane that they're flying on is actually just attached to a set that Mark Tildesley built as a theater on Melrose Avenue in, 1989 or something. Everything with this movie, we felt like, let's do it like they used to do them in a handmade way.
Yeah, so you'll come through the curtain anyway. You'll be in acting class, but you'll come in.
Okay.
Yeah, on the top. So Laura starts with her. You're showing, yeah.
Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
The sort of old married couple bit of this is slightly in contrast with where you are in your journey, because you're like playing piano and we have the bedroom, so you have that sort of like trying to keep everybody
going up.
I mean, you still could be able to get up then too, and just
Man, stop when he's a puppy.
Yeah, or I mean, if it just even in the pace of it, if he's getting up, so then it's more like it's like as he's on his way.
Why do you have a black eye, puppy?
Tell you when we get to France.
But it's nothing I need to know now, right? Are you running to something or from something?
Yes.
I mean, we really did just put the sets together. So all of these things are actually physical. There's no visual effects involved in any of it.
Right, we're like here at the town. Excellent. Oh yeah. Oh. That's not what you want to go to Tiffany and go.
The device that Noah has used, it's almost like he goes through these portals and where he goes through a door and he's suddenly in a set. So it's playing with layers of reality.
So yeah, I think if you sort of come out,
stop and take a look for a
and sort of see, and then you can kind of maybe drift over to there.
Yeah.
You'll all freeze in time back here while we shoot the plane. Yeah. And then at some point,
go back in the plane.
He will walk out. It's good. Set. And action.
It was fun to shoot because we would be playing an entire scene in the present, and then we would just follow back and play the entire scene in the past. And he's watching his younger self, and it's all one shot. Something that was kind of remarkable in watching it was sort of how partly what George is doing, and it's partly also how we see Jay Kelly. And he's sort of playing it out for us, this sort of human experience.
But your words are just sweetness that disappears in your mouth.
Okay, Jay, can you stop there? What did you feel just then?
I felt conceited, successful, a star.
Do you want to be a star?
I mean, yeah, sure.
I want to see the hungover kid who just got off the bus from Kentucky, who's trying to impress all the cute girls in the class.
Basically, just be myself.
Do you know how hard it is to be yourself?
Wow. Bagel? Oh, Jesus, he got some hair that time. It's just because of the shoes.
The shoes don't have.
Oh my God, don't play with that.
Be careful. That's a slipper. That's a slipper coming.
Oh my God. Yeah! Uses it. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we could tighten the space between so confused and dazed.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's tricky. Okay. Yeah.
We went back through all of their designs for their train and used those to influence the ones that we were going to do for the interior of our train in London.
We shot the interior of the train on a Shepperton, on a stage. We had to sort of really figure that out. The LED screens and the plates we shot the real plates for the real journey. I mean, all of this stuff was so much time went into it, and Linus was so scientific and technical about all of it. The shoot of the movie was, in some ways, it was the best of both worlds. Pleasure of it being on a stage is that it's controllable. You all kind of congregate at one place every day and got all the sort of amazing artistry of the sets and the things, and it's easier, obviously, to hang lights, and, you know, you've got room.
That train is based on a Gio Ponti train that is a mid-century train. And Mark Tilsley recreated it so lovingly and so perfectly, and it became another character in film.
And so he kind of, you know, if she's like here and she doesn't see, and then at some point she notices, and then she's like, that way, and then he, you know, and then he could kind of just speed up.
And we do it leading and following, right?
Yeah. Well, and we would do the following. We also might want to do a POV. Could be fun.
She's in the cafe car.
This should be safe. This should be the light. This has these lights. Some lights. If you let like this.
We wanted the interior life of the train to really be immersed in it in a way that it was going to be very difficult to shoot that on a real train.
From Ron's point of view, after the kiss, he gets back on. She disappears after the kiss. He gets back on.
Yes, and then you see him leaving her there. We'll want a shot of Ron at the window. I don't know if it's better to shoot it from that platform or this platform. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
yeah.
If
So
you
yeah,
see the train
it's fine.
pulling out and he's.
So you might be on that. It's good.
Yeah,
Just
we
say
might.
we need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. The difference between filming on a real train and filming one in the studio is that in the studio you have the possibility of being able to sort of put a camera crane through the middle of the train. Yeah, we had to enhance it to make it work for both the sort of technical side of the film and also visually for some of the colours we were looking at.
everyone's like standing up.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. Like in an airplane.
All right, yeah.
That type. Much
All right.
tighter than the retrain. More like an airplane type.
Okay.
Sorry, there's so many people here. It's 50 days from
Been on
Easter.
a train in 20 years.
Yeah.
30, man.
A subway.
I can't tell you the last time I was on a subway.
Can't whistle.
You guys good? Yeah.
Thank you.
Nate, will you just switch
I think you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. So let's just do one more with it. One more, okay. One more really fast.
So good.
Very good, Yang. Reset. Very good. One more. All right, you're going to swing the crane on your heads, gang. You're going to swing the crane over. Swing this back in.
I took the hat off.
Carmen.
The offer
Jacqueline.
an extra.
We're going to swing the crane over.
Sorry.
Jacqueline. Okay, crane swinging at once.
Shut up.
Suitcase, I just played it just on the other side. It's tight to him.
Something that I particularly love in this film is that there is a rhythm and a style while also being deeply rooted in an authentic truth in the way he wants the performances and the communication overlapping.
Oh, on this side.
That side we kind of got you pretty good.
Okay.
I think he's created an incredible balance so that style never comes before truth.
We pulled them all the way down. And you can film them coming down the whole way.
How we were going to do it when it was at the platform, how we were going to do it when the train is moving, how the day progresses, how the light changes. Just making sure that all of these things worked together. And it really allowed us to create that kind of immersive experience of being in the sort of capsule of this, because it becomes its own world.
Guys, I am going to see you all in Tuscany.
You could do like J. Kelly, J. Kelly, J. Kelly, J. Kelly, J. Kelly. It needs to be longer than you expect,
Yes,
but not
so
longer
long
than
it's
you want.
boring. Do you want to start the sort of other ones, like the Gary, like the sort of, he's in the canon of all these other ones.
When he comes back
when he
up,
comes
he
back
could be
up.
Gary Cooper.
Yeah. Gary Cooper. You know?
Yeah. J. Kelly.
J. Kelly.
J. Kelly. J. Kelly.
This movie star essentially has lost his name. He's donated his name to this other J. Kelly, who is the movie star. But there was a kid in Kentucky growing up named J. Kelly. So he's trying to almost bring himself back.
J. Kelly, J. Kelly, J. Kelly,
Yeah.
J. Kelly, J. Kelly.
Yeah. Of the memory transitions, this was the most complex, but also the most fun to come up with.
I kind of feel like we want to maybe be here for a second with a real mirror.
Essentially, there's a real mirror there. And when we first see Jay, he's looking at his own reflection. Then we cut to the side, and we have pulled the mirror out of the wall and just put an empty frame.
There you were, gone. I know you were better in there.
He goes down out of frame to wash his face, and that's when we see Daisy and her friends running. The camera then comes back around, is now looking in the mirror. What has happened in that period is that George has ducked under the crane arm and gone around. Now George is on the other side playing his own reflection.
And then he goes J. Kelly, J. Kelly, J. Kelly here the whole time. And then looks up in the corner, you know, of the thing, and then we go through there. That would mean he does, you know, a lot of it in the fake mirror. He does the whole thing.
The only time we see this is for about 5 seconds. Ever. because in the beginning we don't see it.
Yeah.
Camera moves around, and just as it has moved around, you can sneak it in here.
Just to get the edge
hold
of
it,
it.
and then we pan back, see it, and we push through. Then you need to remove it again, and it needs to be like that.
The reflection looks up in the corner of the mirror and turns around, which we would think is the back of the bathroom. But because he's on the other side of the mirror, Mark Tildesley and his amazing team have built this care center. And we can now continue through the mirror past George to see Riley saying goodbye to her kids.
The school, they had a location for it, and it was an office space. And I was like, oh, Mark, do you think the window here could work like the window in the bathroom? And so we figured out a way to build this train platform outside of the school, like 2 stories up. And then we boxed it in and lit it from outside.
I think there's conditions to say I can't.
So yeah, so here, the right foot pivot, here, there she is.
And track 2, 3.
And as you go past me, I go under here. And we thing, she says a line, he says a line. You don't maybe go that fast, because he'll need to, he re-enters.
The shirt that he's wearing is actually got Velcro under the buttons. So he is off camera taking off the shirt, and he has the cowboy shirt for the memory underneath it.
A bit more, please. Whoop, too much. Down you go. Ball there, bang on.
It's all the same take because these memories are coming at times when we don't necessarily expect them. And there has to be some physical, cinematic transformation.
Kelly.
Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly. Gary Cooper. Cary Grant. Jay Kelly. Clark Gable. Jay Kelly. Robert De Niro. Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly.
I love these effects. I love these analog magic tricks. And I love playing with that kind of stuff in shots.
I can't believe you drove here from LA by yourself.
I wanted to see you in your life.
Another one, and then you can go.
I can't believe how fucking moving that's gonna be.
And then you also have like.
I wanted the score to have all the pleasures of what we get from old-fashioned movie score, but I wanted it to have melody and beauty and emotion.
It's melodic and beautiful and not afraid to make you cry.
What's cool is it's because I'm sort of playing it in this way, I feel there's like a realness to it, you know? Like we're not being overly, it's kind of just like playing beats, you know? I think hopefully it comes across. It's like, I think it does. Piano's kind of.
I just had loved Nick Britell's work, and I reached out to him on a whim, and we got together and we just started talking about what we loved about music in general, movie scores, and I sent him the draft, and a few months after that, I went up to a studio and he played me 3 themes, and there was one he called The Waltz, which is sort of variations on what we hear the most in the movie.
Cool. I'll do another. The Jay Kelly theme needed to feel personal and intimate. Emotions are always complex, and the thing I like about this idea of some music has this kind of happy, sad feeling where it can change depending on how you think about it.
All
Right, so I think with this one, let's change the dynamic. Let's actually make this kind of like a very nice, strong forte. And I think overall, it can have a lot of energy. Like you can sort of lean into it. More sound, more kind of bite to it. Let's see how that sounds. You don't have to, don't be afraid of giving it a little bit. This was the first film I recorded the whole score to analog tape, which is not something that people really do anymore. But there's a character to the sound of the tape. There's kind of a sort of compression that it does to the audio, and I love that sound. That felt really nice. I like that energy there, you know? That felt like the best so far. I like that better. That's a richer sound. Yeah, it's more gutty. That feels bigger. Yeah, yeah. I think, and then I'll mention the basses. I think just have them be really tight rhythmically. Right. Yeah, really tight rhythmically. Let's even say I'll say do it like fortissimo with even more molto fortissimo. You know,
right, so a lot of it's almost be like in a rush.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, like almost like a
edge of the beat.
Yeah, like push it. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that.
Like
let's see.
Just couldn't wait to jump
you can't
in.
wait. Yeah, exactly. You're really excited.
So you just decided to.
I love it. He's really good.
Yeah.
The movie has a life to it that is inviting and warm, even though at the same time it's acknowledging our humanity in both its pros and its cons. And his music underscores that in some kind of beautiful way.
Don't be mad, I can't. We'll find you a new hair person.
Too many people around me anyway.
You need some people, right?
Maybe an accountant.
A lawyer, you need Alan.
Who else? Publicity, a chef.
Well, me, you need me.
Yeah, Ron, I need you.
Okay. The vibe is great.
The music has all the influences that the movie itself has, which is both, I think, kind of rooted in a certain American movie making and also a European filmmaking. And the score also has that too. I'd say so much of the score sort of belongs to the movie in a way.
The thing I love about being a composer is I think like the art form of composing is you're taking sound and you're combining it in ways to really explore this huge, vast range of emotions. Because for me, that's what composing is. It's like the colors that a painter might use, like we're using sounds to generate these very, very subtle gradations of emotion. At times, maybe not so subtle too, but I think that this movie and the score, we allowed ourselves to really enjoy having a sound that explores emotions that sometimes we don't feel as much today.
He was part of the fabric of the whole thing from the beginning.
Awesome. Felt great.
So you'll walk up ahead of him, but then maybe you can then get off, go around camera once
So
you're
that
up
I can-
ahead. And then, so then we still will have a little track left.
Good, and roll.
Quiet still, please.
59, take 7.
Jay kind of has nowhere else to go. He's lost in the landscape. There's a lot of wide shots of just him in that forest. It's a bigger world than Jay Kelly. It's not as controllable.
Maybe take one beat longer before you take out your phone too.
I
Just
thought about it. It's just think about how long it takes to get a phone call to ring and then somebody to pick it up.
right.
Hello.
Hey, Jess, it's Dad.
Hi.
Hey, it's a good time to talk.
What's up? I read about your real life heroics.
Maybe you could tighten up a little as once you get the sort of tenor of her voice, you know. Like,
He's coming to terms with the idea that maybe he hasn't been such a great friend or father. He's just been really good at being a movie star.
That's a good question. Well, I did make those movies.
I'm feeling bad about the last time we were together. Sorry about that. I just couldn't take that guy. You still seeing him?
Yes.
It's like he's really trying to like do a thing. It's like so late to do it.
Yeah.
And so I think, but it can't not affect you, obviously.
Just be honest with me, Jay. Stop rationalizing and stop trying to defend yourself. Just stop. It's just that I never know what take I'm gonna feel the whole way through. Or
No,
not.
I know. No, and that's the thing, and that's why I can't tell you to feel, you know. That's what, no, and that's what makes it special. So I think just,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll try and
do your best to feel.
Okay.
What's the worst direction you cut to you and, you know, guest lecturing at some thing.
Yeah.
What's the worst direction you've ever tried to feel in this?
To feel in this song.
So it's sort of like, you want to keep moving and just get through this call.
Yeah.
And he wants to slow it down and stop it and try to get you to really like just to come and to maybe help motivate sort of like even the stop, you know, if you end up like, you know, you're not ready to stop, you know, but he's, you know, and then you're ready. And then once you're like, you're going to be okay, you're a great movie star, you know, thing, it's like, I'm going to keep going. And then you're like, actually, yeah.
You don't have to worry about me, Dad. I'm okay. I love what I do. I have friends. I'm gonna have a good life, just not with you. And you're okay too. You know, you're a good movie star. You know, you make a lot of people happy.
But it is saying you're going to be okay because you've got the life you chose, and you've done that really well. He made a decision, but he actually did excel at that.
This is somebody who's done something on an exceptional level for now a long time in his life. That's something that we celebrate in our culture, and he means a lot to a lot of people. But to become that person, he's had to make choices, and for everything he did do, there are things that he didn't do. His relationship with his family, about his friendships, his daughters. Who could he be as a parent while he was also chasing this dream? And he starts to sort of face them in a clearer way than he has in a long time.
Unbelievable. Hi.
You doing okay? Over here shooting, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Ciao, buddy. Ciao, guys. Is this your shop?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
You'll sort of appear in this
feather. It's a real feather in the cap.
La batteria, se vuoi chiediamo...
Music's kind of playing this whole time, and I'm carrying on it over the music and shit. Yeah.
We want them a little more squeezed in together.
I mean, ultimately, maybe we could just put more people in.
Sure, sure.
This is like house music. You want this stuff?
We're the pimps. Glad has left us, and we're just like this now all the time.
She'll be back. Yeah.
Place there would be, and then just feeding our friends and trying to do all this. You are a hero, you know. I mean,
You know, do all that there,
and then you could be hold on. I want you to hear this, and that could bring you over.
Okay. Delta Mark.
Fuck me.
There he is. He's here.
Who am I?
Look at you. You're the American dream. You're the last of the old movie stars.
I'm down here.
You're up there, you're down here, you're in here. It's amazing. We've accomplished so much
Everything
together.
you say makes it worse.
He's a movie star who is coming sort of into the later years in his career. It's a horror film.
I'm dancing. I got a lift up there. It's kind of, it's in a weird spot in your back. You'll be all right.
You didn't have one of them.
Yeah. So the camera's gonna be that far out?
Are you okay now, though, George?
Yes.
Are you the doctor?
Yes.
Bonjour.
That's my
GTA. George.
I know you.
And action.
Dad?
It's really about a guy who happens to be a film star who's going through that feeling where you look back and you think, did I do it right?
You okay there, Studley?
The worry and the regret and the guilt.
Arrivederci. Grazie, arrivederci.
I value the right things. There's a lot of sort of bittersweetness.
I want to go home now.
Stay for my tribute.
Where's my bag?
He's in the taxi.
We test it.
Yeah, let's try it.
It takes 5 minutes.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the they always have it. Yeah.
That's when it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I got it. So beautiful. Fantastic. Grazie mille.
Okay, this is great for all that. Here, look. If you come, you have to come in on this side, I think.
But when it came to the tribute, there was something about this idea that what if you could watch your life flash before your eyes?
The lights will go down.
Yeah.
And the tribute starts.
Right.
And then I was thinking on this one, on the first one, so you could just watch it.
As soon as you've got that graphic film. Yeah.
The scene when Jay's watching the tribute reel, you know, it's a simple shot. It's his face watching. He's watching the reel. And then at a certain point, we start to push in. That is the first take of George watching this reel for the first time and having that experience both as George and then also as Jay. It was really emotional for everybody.
Now we're going to do it 75 more times.
I had the line for the ending. It was something scribbled a few years ago and thought, well, that would be cool to make a movie that could end this way and resonate in the ways that I feel like it does for me.
Can I go again? I'd like another one.